Hello, are you new to FlipGrid? Well, I want to get you started on using this amazing tool in less than 5 minutes. So first thing that you'll want to do is go to flipgrid.com. You want to create an educator account by signing up. Once you're signed up, you can get logged in. Now, you can use your Microsoft credentials if you have Microsoft credentials or Google credentials. I am actually signed up with Google. So I'm going to go ahead and get signed in. And this is my dashboard. Now, a couple things you need to know is grids are like classrooms where you can house all of your topics or discussion questions. Here's how you create a brand new one. You just add a new grid, you give it a name. So I'll call it Matt Sample. And then what you can do is you can actually select the type of grid that you want your students or faculty members or staff members to log in as. If you want to restrict it to just your school email, you can do that. If you definitely are a G Suite or a Microsoft Office 365 user, that's actually a really good idea. If you have students that are probably younger than 13, student IDs are pretty good. You can put in like a PIN or some type of password for each student to get logged in. And then if you want to do some type of PLC or make this open to people outside of your school district, public and PLCs are very, very good. So let me just do it through the school email to show you what it looks like. And then right here you have a flip code. This is how people are going to join your grid. And as you can see, I have mine already set up automatically. Then I'm going to hit next. So when you set up users, they're going to log in using your school email, you just need to put down what students have to use to log in. So for this particular grid right here, we actually have two different domains on our school. One's for students, and one is for staff. Now the big thing is that you have to remember that you have to hit the tab button in order for it to turn blue like this. If you don't, it's not going to pop up. Then I'm going to hit next. Once I hit next, I'm ready to roll, so I go ahead and hit all set. Now I can share this. This is how my students are going to be able to join the discussion. They could use this link right here if they'd like. I can share it via Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, or Remind, or I can simply go right here and I can actually go to where there's a QR code that students can use to join this. I can just go right here to share, and here's a QR code that they can scan on their device to get in as well. There's also a code that they can get in if they go to flipgrid.com and they want to get in. This is the flip code. So this is how it might work if I was actually doing this with students. They could just go right up here, they could enter in a flip code, and then enter in that flip code, which you see right here. So a couple different ways of doing it. Now, each grid has what are called topics, and those are your discussion questions. This is the very first one right here that is automatically put in. Let's say that you don't want it. Well, you can just choose to make this hidden, and then it'll go away. You can choose to make it frozen, and that just means students can see it, but they can't participate in it. Let's go ahead and create our first topic, and I'm going to click right here to create topic, and I'm going to add a topic title. So I'm going to call this one Book Talk, and I'm going to choose how long I want my students to respond. Let's say 30 seconds. Then I'm going to give them a prompt. Now with this, I can even include a link if I'd like, so it might be good if you have a TED Talk, a website, or an article that you can go ahead and post as well. Now if you'd like to record your own video, you can most certainly do that, or let's say for instance you found a YouTube video that you like, you can add that. There's other options as well, as you can see down here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Create Topic. Once I hit Create Topic, I'm all set. I can have my students directly respond to this topic by going to this link or this QR code, or like I said earlier, they could just go into my grid and they can find the discussion question there. So I'm going to hit all set. So look at this, I'm ready to roll, and now my students can go ahead and they can record.